Buffalo, New York, the frozen tundra, a place with rich history, especially in the game of hockey. The Sabres call this place home, and today at LECOM Harborcenter, where their junior Sabres play, we have the NECHL Playoffs on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCooch, here with you for this one, and it is my pleasure to be with you alongside you for the journey between these two teams. Semifinals Saturday has arrived, and we begin our doubleheader with the number 4 Rutgers Scarlet Knights as they take on the number 1 Oswego State Lakers. For Oswego, they were undefeated in NECHL play this season and are looking to begin their campaign in these playoffs to stamp that with a conference crown in the Queen City. Stars all over the place, and goal scoring is their calling card with 133 total goals on the year. They beat Rutgers by double digits and once by 6 as well earlier this year, but these Scarlet Knights did not have their full team at that moment, so will today be different? We shall see. But these Rutgers Scarlet Knights, they had to fight to be here. Last night, they took down their in-state rival TCNJ 3-2 in double overtime as Max Werfel tagged in the overtime goal to send them to this moment and extend their stay another day. While you obviously expect this team to be ready to roll after a 6-hour trip followed by double overtime, will fatigue factor in, or is being tired simply a mentality? That is what we will find out today, and it will depend on the young talent of this roster and the netminder, Tomas Spiro, who was dynamite against TCNJ last night, making phenomenal saves. This is an underdog story, and one that we have the absolute pleasure of bringing to you here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, but we'll be right back as we get to lineups and all that great stuff. Make sure to stick around.
See how far.
I mean, just like in general. Hello and welcome back to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCoots, joined alongside you for this journey between the Oswego State Lakers and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Rutgers coming in at 9-10, 1-2 on the year. Oswego State came in at 18-7, 3-2. A dominant Oswego State team, undefeated in NECHL play this year, a perfect 8-0. And they're looking to defend their crown. Number 21 team in ACHA play, 21st in the nation, taking on Rutgers under 500. But again, this is playoff hockey. Anything can happen. And again, this is a Rutgers team that is battle-tested. You got Tomas Spiro again in net tonight as well. A great squad. They're going with a similar line to what they had last night as well. This is the first time we are seeing Oswego State, obviously, because they got the bye for being the number 1 seed. And they got to take on the wildcard team. That was the winner of the Rutgers TCNJ game. As we're about to get underway here, Thomas McAleer will start in net for the Oswego State Lakers. 10-7, 2-2 record on the year at 3.02 GAA. Almost a 92% save percentage. But the moment is almost here. Semifinals Saturday, Rutgers and Oswego State. What will happen? Let's find out as puck drop goes the way of the Scarlet Knights as they work it back in towards the neutral zone. Great poke check from Dorito. This hits out into the corner with Albrecht. And Rutgers, again, you have to factor in the fatigue out in front of the net. Looking for it. There's a shot, and they score right away! 16 seconds, and Oswego State with Ryan Salins, his 9th of the year. Playoff hockey. What about it? Let's see it. Already, Oswego State. This is just a perfect setup at the point, and you saw it coming a mile away. Not much Spiro can do about that. And the Lakers taking a lead in New York. Wow. That is how you start a hockey game if you're the Lakers of Oswego State. And when you call back to some of the previous games, Rutgers has a full team this time around, but Oswego State dominated the Scarlet Knights. 17-2 was the notable one in that last game back on January 26th as Dorito works his pass the point, dumps it in. Spiro has to get it off of his pad. Salins, who had that goal just now, was with it. And now he looks, maybe trying to score again or looking for a pass. Back over, and good defensive work from Rutgers with Alex Sek. Sek looking, trying to get it out, and it's behind. A big hit into the boards, and Rutgers, they have to use that physicality if they want to win this game. Taken back over. Oswego State. Again, Rutgers has not been able to get this out of the zone. Oswego State just did a line change with perfect puck possession there. Wow. And now the Lakers with Laravy working this back over towards the point, crossing into the blue line. Now with the circle, there's a shot. Spiro is able to hold on to that one. And that'll keep this a 1-0 game, but we barely had a chance to catch our breath. We got to see the replay, but wow, we got a chance to catch our breath. Back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, working into the neutral zone. Pass that goes off of the skate of an official. It is 1-0 Oswego. Here on this one as Ryan Salins opened up the goal scoring for the Lakers, and the Scarlet Knights again coming in as the underdog, taking an immediate brush to their chances to advance and play in the championship game tomorrow. The winner of this game will take on Canisius or RIT. We'll have that game later tonight as well. And a big blast at the circle. Are you kidding me? Now a shot. Spiro's able to make the save, but what a blast. And Oswego working back around, trying to find somewhere at the point. They'll dump this in with now under 18 minutes left to go in period number 1. Looking now at the slot. Can't get that one through. It was tipped. At the point, Palfi. Back over. Gilbert makes his pass. There's a shot again. It goes off the glove of Spiro. He can't catch it, but he makes the save. Decent turnout as well. Oswego State, not a very far trip relative to Rutgers, as we'll get an icing with 17:36. Rutgers still without a shot here in this game, and these Lakers have just been dominant already in this game. It is impressive to watch as the number 1 seed in this conference showing out immediately. Just wow. Face-off will go to the left of Spiro, and it goes away with Sullivan. And another shot over into Spiro, and Spiro is able to corral. Long trip to Buffalo, New York for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We're not too far from them, Breakout Sports Broadcasting. About a 6-hour drive. I made that drive as part of it. It's not a bad drive, but it's definitely a and another goal. Wow, what a setup! And the Lakers score again right in front of Spiro. 2-0 Oswego. Nolan Sullivan tags in his 8th goal of the year. And the Lakers up by 2 here in Buffalo. We're only just not even 3 minutes into this game, but it is looking like the games that we've seen in Rutgers past against this team. A dominant program, and they're moving on. And Spiro takes another shot, just getting right past his defense as Oswego State. 2-0 already. As they interrupt my travel story. Didn't see the setup initially, but wow, what a play. Face-off will go to the right. We apologize for technical difficulties on our score bug here. But it is 2-0 Oswego. This one sits in the circle. Doused just gets rid of it. And Werfel will look to tag this one. Werfel had 2 goals last night, including the double overtime winner against TCNJ, their big rival, the in-state rival that they are, Oswego State. Working over, just past center ice. Back at the point now, going past the defense, and a shot on Spiro. He makes a great save. Big time save. Matthew Carty will make a pass as the Lakers still have it. And now a chance at the circle. That one too high. And the Lakers back at the point now. They'll just dump this back in. Looking for Spiro. That might have hit iron. Butchko takes a body. Connor Reagan there to try to corral. Butchko looking, bouncing off the glass now, and the Lakers will get the chance to dump again. Rutgers, though, will have it. 8-0 is your shot total in favor of the Lakers. Rutgers still without a shot against the netminder, Thomas McAleer, who was an honorary mention for the first and second teams of the NECHL. Palfy looking in. That one just wide of the cage. And they can't keep this onside. They'll work in the neutral zone yet again. But these Oswego State Lakers are just dominant, and you have to imagine if the fatigue factors in. Palfy trying to get a cross-ice pass. Can't get that one through. Solovey will take a body into the Rutgers bench, and Palfy back with it for Oswego. Laravy back to Palfy. Palfy, that one wide of the cage. And now they're looking for the Scarlet Knights, trying to make a move, and they haven't really crossed the blue line at all in this game. A dump from Kata. And Oswego back with it again as we approach the 15-minute mark here in this contest. In the semifinals of the NECHL Playoffs, weaving in. This is Connor McDavid right here, and a shot. Spiro off of the skate. What a save, and what a moment. Rutgers, they need momentum. They'll dump it in. McAleer will just weave it off the pads, and that'll count as a shot. The first one of the day for Rutgers. Nissan Garachi works it back to the point. Sendeki, that one just wide of the glove. Now another shot fed back in, and Rutgers, this is the first time that we've really seen them produce offense in this game. Just over 5 minutes in. Kata working into the corner now, out in front of McAleer, and McAleer will say that's all clear and get the oven mitt on it. 2-0. 14:39 left in period number 1. 8-1 is your score. And again, these underdog Scarlet Knights, it took them about 5 minutes to get into the offensive zone. We'll get a face-off with Turner, and Turner stepped up in a huge way in the back half of the year for the Scarlet Knights. Albrecht will dump this in. Working on the left side now, Ben Jennings, who's at the point, tried to get it past him, but that one was broken up by some Lakers. And now looking in, Dupuis sends a strike, and that goes out of play off of McAleer. McAleer, the Valley Stream, New York native, a senior for this team. 10-7-2-2 record. Almost a 92% save percentage. I don't know if you can hear the conversations going on in the background, but we're fixing our technical difficulties. Looks like we did that. So the score is correct. 2-0 is your score. Oswego holding on to a lead. Turner working in. That one almost tipped in. But alas for the Scarlet Knights. And a body into the glass. Jennings is able to get this into the corner, but not onto his stick. And now Turner will feed this over, and McAleer just weaves it off of himself. And this one goes over Jennings and back the other way with 14 minutes left to go, and we'll get an icing. 14:01 to be exact. Again, still 2-0. We have fixed our scoreboard. We apologize for technical difficulties. Again, computers are occasionally hard. 14:01. But we're all good to go. Shout out to OBS. I don't know what OBS stands for, but that's our broadcasting program. Open Broadcast Software. Thank you, Colton Reynolds, my cameraman, for the acronym explanation. Neutral zone with Gilbert, who got a goal earlier. Reagan, that one goes off of his stick, and now Rutgers may have numbers, but they're offside. A demoralizing and deflating moment for Rutgers. They get a big-time steal with a puck with 13:46. It sits at 2-0. And Oswego State was dominant to start things off and just got a quick goal with 16 seconds of game time with Ryan Salins. And the question was, will Rutgers show fatigue? Will Rutgers kind of show similar performances to what we saw in the first two games against this team for them? And that answer was yes. So we may have another chance here. Salins back in again, trying to work to the backhand. He goes into Spiro. He had Dorito to his left, or to his right, excuse me. But now they'll work it back in. Dorito over just outside the circle. That one too high, went off a body, and Butchko will clear this puck. Back the other way. 8-3 is your shot total. Icing waved off with 13:10 on the clock. Keys takes some pressure from Sendeki. And again, you see the dominance from Oswego, but 2-0 is still a score that's manageable for Rutgers with their season on the line. Scarlet Knights trying to get this over towards Solovi as he delivers a body to just try to create some space for a pass, but no one there to corral. And now the Lakers head back the other way. Here comes LaRavie. LaRavie looking. He gets that broken up. Good defense from Aiden Gorman. But again, Rutgers has to find a way to either clear or get possession. Big body from Solovi, and that will get things back in possession. There's a shot, and that one will just create a face-off. Good work to just make a manageable situation for the Scarlet Knights. Werfel. Goals go to Ryan Salins and Noah Sullivan. Face off. Work back into the corner. Kata. Ryan Salins and Nolan Sullivan scored for Oswego. 12:13 left in period number 1. And again, great way to take it away for Rutgers. Kata looking. That one goes away. Albrecht has it in the defensive zone of the Scarlet Knights. Chang trying to get rid of this. Back in, Kata had some room for a moment, but again, this physical Oswego State team has shown out again. Back up top with Jennings. Jennings sends a strike in, and that will be saved by McAleer. And now we've got some pushing, we've got some shoving, and we have the usual curriculars in hockey. Moments like that in every other sport is called an extracurricular. I call that a curricular in this game. 8-5 is your shot total. Turner will hold on to the faceoff for the Scarlet Knights. Goes the way of Oswego, but they get it back. And now back with the Lakers. Sullivan takes some defense from Houlihan, and this one bounced off of the glass to Selka. That one's just too wide of DeVita. Now Rutgers trying to work back the other way, and again covered by McAleer. Took a while for that whistle to blow. 11:21. 2-0. 11-21. Again, heading into this game, for Oswego State, only an away record of 7-9. This would count as a neutral site game, but not their home arena. But it effectively kind of becomes a home game, 6 hours away for the guys from New Brunswick. South Brunswick is where Pro Skate Ice Arena is, and they play their games there. So, again, a much further trip for TCNJ and Rutgers. A good clear for the Scarlet Knights. He goes off. Now Sullivan gets it taken away. Houlihan, again, just sends this to the netminder, and that's what Rutgers kind of has to do right now. Just send pucks towards the cage, find ways, and maybe get that first goal to spark some offense. But again, this is a very, very good team. Top 25 in the nation, Oswego State. Number 21 to be exact. The Lakers, again, they're getting a lot of these quick breaks. Sullivan looking. No one with him to help out. Now he has a bit of help, but that one just sent down the ice by Hilliard. And that'll be an icing here with 10:29. Again, welcome those of you who are just joining. We have a doubleheader today on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Canisius and RIT will follow this game. It was originally at 6:30, but in terms of time, I can't give you one because we don't know how long this game's going to go, and we've got a lot to wait for. So the original puck drop is 6:30 as that one goes off of a body. It's already 4:33, so we shall see. And now working back, a big body at the blue line. There they go, the Scarlet Knights. That's what gets them back into games. Physicality and a great, great body. Kidder will dump this over. As we again approach the 10-minute mark, Ben Jennings will send this into the neutral zone. With Keever now lifted up and over. Rutgers trying to clear. Big work for Oswego. Nick Kidder causing some chaos. Blue line pass over just outside the circle, and a big body lets this get back into the neutral zone, so Oswego has to work back in. That was a quick way to do it, though, and this one will just go off of Spiro. Sticked out, Sek was trying to get over to it, but couldn't do so. Now back behind the cage, over towards Laravy. That pass goes in between two Scarlet Knights. Connor Reagan, the young star, will dump this in, and it sits into the defensive zone of Oswego State. Again, Rutgers still playing very fast, very aggressive, and a shot goes out just away from the cage, but a big offensive chance now for the Scarlet Knights. Werfel looking over, can't get that pass to connect, and Oswego State back with it with Palfy. Palfy gets that taken away. Laravy, no offside called, as Oswego State works in the defensive zone with Palfy. Palfy crossing the blue line, looking just outside the circle. Pass into the high slot. Laravy taking a big body, now pushing and shoving. Another shot goes off, and then Spiro makes a save. And again, another chance. Goes over the net. Spiro was out for a minute. 8:34 left in this one. 2-0 Oswego. This first period, that puck defies gravity and goes all the way down to the other end. Solovey trying to chase defensively, but Laravy there for it. Almost taken back now into the low slot, but no Scarlet Knight there for it. Solovey there. He's diving down on McKellar. Wow. McAleer is going to be able to make the save and get on it. A big chance potentially for Solovey. Credit has to go to Rutgers for their ability. You get 2 goals scored on you early. McAleer's made some big saves. But you get those goals scored on you early as that one goes across the ice. But they are still playing the Rutgers brand of hockey that we have seen from them all season long. And obviously Oswego, they're playing their brand. It's goal scoring, it's quick, it's physical. Rutgers taking time to adjust. You have to imagine that, again, you have double overtime yesterday as this one's taken away and just goes past the stick of Salins. But he gets it right back. He's got a goal already, trying to work past Butchko, but Butchko cleared it for a moment, and another big body into the bench. Again, Rutgers playing very physical in these moments, and we'll get a whistle and another push. And a push way after the whistle from Solovi. One thing to note, no penalties so far in this game. Fun thing for us, the penalty boxes are right down below us from our angle here at LECOM Harborcenter in Buffalo, New York. Home ice of the D1, as in NCAA D1, Canisius Golden Griffins. Got to see them play for a little bit. They were playing at the same time as the TCNJ Rutgers game last night. That one sent in off the pads of McAleer. Just goes past the neutral zone, and Rutgers trying to corral Sullivan, getting in front of that puck. And now Rutgers with Nissan Garachi. That one goes off for the boards. Just goes past the stick of Albrecht. Selka makes a pass, almost a big-time chance. 3-0. They call it the most dangerous lead in hockey, but Oswego State has approached it multiple times. And Nissan Garachi diving in, a great way to stick it out by McAleer. And the Scarlet Knights, they're producing offense. Working in, McAleer is able to get a body there. And he pushes Nissan Garachi. Nothing there. His stick falls down. He picks it right back up. Back with Sullivan. Sullivan looking. Sullivan sends a strike, and he scores! What a shot! And Oswego State dominant. 3-0. Let's see it. What a shot. It might have bounced off of Spiro. Again, just passed it over and got right past the point, and wow. Looks like it went bottom left, bounced off and went in, and Oswego State puts in a goal for the Lakers. So Rutgers in a dangerous position. They'll try to work this back in, trying to send one. McAleer again able to get out in front of it. And now they're going back down the other way yet again, Oswego State. This is just an impressive first period performance from them. Nolan Sullivan gets his second goal. That'll be Sullivan's 9th of the year when you count both the regular season and the postseason. Jack Turner working behind, and he gets bodied behind the net. Back with Sendeki. Sendeki looking, shot off of skates. And now Oswego State doused, crossing in. And that's broken up. Like Gorman in there on that one, and Turner had it for a moment, but Kidder right out there for it. Taken away, Turner. Turner looking, gets past the defender, sends a shot, and McAleer able to get there again. Jack Turner's got 11 goals on the year. We've got some hockey curriculars as well. .5:44 left in period number 1. Oswego State leads 3-0 as they look to advance to the championship game of the NECHL Playoffs. Again, they'll play the winner of RIT and Canisius, and we'll see that game later today after this one. Right after this one, really. We don't get much of a break here. That's why we made sure to grab some Tim Hortons before this one. First time having it. We're some Central Jersey Cats. So we get some face-off changes here. Might have to go get another tea after this game. Back over with Jennings. Jennings back at the top. There's a shot sent in, and Reagan will force yet another face-off. That'll go down as the 9th shot of the game. 11-9 is the shot total in favor of Oswego State. Face-off will go to McAleer's left. Goes back towards the point. Albrecht looking, surveying, sends a strike, and another glove save from Thomas McAleer. And some more pushing as well. Officials break it up quite well. Face-off. Just can't get on the stick there for Reagan. Reagan, one of the young stars of this Rutgers team, had a big overtime goal earlier in the year against TCNJ. Werfel got the double overtime goal last night, and those games are always a blast when Rutgers takes on TCNJ. In 3 overtime matchups between those two teams. We got an all-time classic in the NECHL just last night. And a big body into the boards again. Now taken back. trying to get a chance out in front. But again, Oswego does a great job of recovering. Now a chance for Werfel again. No, he can't get that one through. At the point, that goes past Albrecht. So the Scarlet Knights have to reset now. Here's Sek. Sek sends this one in. Just away from the cage, it bounces off of the net. With under 5 minutes to go now. 11-11 is your shot total. We're even now, but not on the scoreline. Still 3-0. Loravi. Back over. Werfel's able to stick this down. Solovey will bounce this off of the boards near the Rutgers bench. Near the Oswego bench. And both benches have brought energy today. That's going to be important, especially for Rutgers, facing a deficit early in the first period. Goes past Keys. Askin trying to hold on. This one will get deflected off. Dorito. Dorito looking, sends a pass across the ice. Looking forward now. This one behind the net. Grabbing onto the arm is Smargon. Spiro awaiting a shot here. Oswego State trying to set something up here. Flicks this over, another strike, and that one just wide. Keys with a shot. This hits in the corner again. Salins works his back. It's Carty. Carty with it. That one goes into Spiro and a backhanded goal on the rebound. Zach Dorito. A backhanded goal on the rebound and Dorito. Let's see it. Just again, Spiro tried to get in front of it. Couldn't do so, and this one poked back in. And what a goal. Oswego State to go up 4-0 here in this game. Period number one. 3:31 left in period number one. This one taken back by Keys. And for Dorito, there is no air in his bag. He is full and ready to go. What a moment for him. His 10th goal of the year, 33 points for him. Dorito back again, looking over at the point now. Salins takes a body from Gorman, and Dorito, again, just scored. And now taking Connor Reagan. If Connor Reagan gets a chance in open ice, watch out, McAleer. But again, 3 defenders have been in there against Reagan. He takes a push, and this will be a penalty, it appears to be, but on Rutgers. So Oswego State will get a power play. And it's a power play that they score 32.8% of the time on, as Reagan will go to the box here for the Scarlet Knights. Not happy about it. In the final regular season game between TC&J and Rutgers, he was ejected from that game. The guy talks. That's what he does. But he's definitely a spark plug. The Haddonfield native coming into this game with 23 points on the season. Face-off will go to the left of Spiro as Oswego will take the first power play opportunity of this game. Palfy will take the face-off, and Rutgers able to clear it and dump it. Sendecki got rid of it for the Scarlet Knights. 2:30. In period number one, Rutgers down 4-0 against the number 1 seed in these NECHL playoffs. The Oswego State Lakers. Sendecki will just dump this again and get rid of it, force Oswego to work in their defensive zone. Just killing time and killing time. Palfy has it though at the point. Oswego trying to create a break. Trying to take advantage of the man advantage, and it's back into the neutral zone now. Lucas Renzoni. And again, can't set up a play here. Oswego would just take a change, though. That's what that was for. Able to go back and get it with Jeremy Keys. Keys. Looking behind now. Again, Rutgers doing a great job so far killing this penalty. Already a minute gone by. But Oswego State, all they take is one chance. That's all they need. And that one too far on the pass. Now Hilliard trying to go back the other way. Rucker, he throws him down, thrown down. And we might have a throw down. And no, we don't, but that'll be a penalty. So for 40 seconds, that'll be holding on the Lakers, I believe. That it will be. The Anthony DeVita. So both sin bins have a member. And you know what that means. If you know me. It is 4-on-4 hockey, the best kind of hockey for 40 seconds. But you also look at it for a team like Oswego State, who has a ton of players that can just go out and make breaks. They've set up plays quite well today. They're a team that can take advantage of 4-on-4. They have the stars to do it. A lot of great players out here. Nolan Sullivan's already got 2 goals. Adam Jubron as well. Look at Sullivan again. Already on hat-trick watch in period number 1. Werfel will take the face-off against Braden Palfy. Werfel looking to center the puck as Rutgers will also get a little bit of 5-on-4 as well. They'll get about a minute 20. So they might need to take advantage of that because they need a goal and they need a goal fast, even though it's period number 1. Behind the net now. Pushed him down. Werfel. Werfel again trying to set something up for Rutgers here in this 4-on-4. Sendeki back with it. Now a chance taken back away. Palfy. Werfel trying to chase that. Couldn't do it. And now here in this 4-on-4 situation, the Lakers. Works it back to Sullivan. Sullivan on hat-trick. Watch it. He's got it. 1 period is all it took. And a hattie for Nolan Sullivan. Take a bow. And anchor down for Oswego State. 5-0 it will be. Let's see it. The hat-trick goal already in 1 period. Are you serious? Just got right through it and took a shot. Great pass back by Palfy. I've never seen a hat trick in 1 period before. And we've called a lot of hockey. Nolan Sullivan, you're a star. And it's period number 1. 5-0. Oswego State. I mean, they're not underdogs by any stretch of the imagination, but they came out to play like they were underdogs, and they had something to prove here. 5-0. Jennings looking at the point, sends that one in. Can't get on the tip in, and just almost there for Kata. Kata had an opportunity. Butchko looking. Back with Jennings now. Jennings sends this in, almost gets tipped back in. Rutgers is on the power play, by the way, because that penalty expired. But now taken back. Working short-handed now. Oswego State and the Lakers. Work back. What a pass that almost was behind him. And Butchko will have it with under 10 to go, and Spiro has to get the oven mitt down. Now, big push. We might have some whistles as well. Leads to nothing, though, but not without some extra pushing and shoving as well with 8 seconds left. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Got 109 people in here. Thank you so much for tuning in to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It's not the double overtime like we had yesterday, but it is definitely still a fun hockey game to watch. You see 5-0, but Oswego State is putting on a show with Nolan Sullivan. One, two, three. Sullivan with a hat trick. Can't believe it. Back in front, no. 2 seconds left, almost out in front of Spiro, and Spiro, that'll expire the period. Officials are coming in because we may have some hockey curriculars. But we do not have those, and both teams will go to the locker room. Now without some shoving, and Nissan Garachi back in. He's going to push someone with his stick. Gilbert's back in there. We've got some more. Saying, get back, get back. They're up 5-0. Palfy still talking in there. Also, Rutgers chatting as well. It's only period number 1, by the way. If you want to watch some chippy hockey, you've got it right here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. 5-0 is your score as we head into the break. A hat trick for Nolan Sullivan. This is just impressive for Oswego State and what they've been able to do here in this one. But we'll step aside for just a few moments as we head into the break here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We will be right back here on BSB. I'm John McCooch. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Oswego against Rutgers, the number 1 team in the NECHL. Welcome back to Breakout Sports Broadcasting here for this one. And it's shaping up to be like a game that we saw earlier in the year on January 26th. And again, we keep talking about how Rutgers was depleted in that game. But 17-2, these teams played each other. And Oswego State, we know they're going to the ACCHL next season. We know they're going to be in the same conference as Alabama, the teams down south. They're looking to make a statement not just to the conference that they're about to be in, but to the conference they're still in right now. And if there's a way to make a statement, it's to go up 5-0 in the first period of play. It's to get a hat trick from Nolan Sullivan in one period. So I think your statement's pretty clear. Now, the problem is for you, if you want to make a statement, you have 2 more periods to worry about. And this is a tough, physical Scarlet Knight team. We saw some chippiness at the end of period number 1. And because I'm calling hockey, I think I know that it's going to get even chippier and chippier as the game goes along. We'll see it as Turner sends us back into the defensive zone as Rutgers looks to come back down 5-0. They get a power play to start things off. Sek looking behind into the neutral zone. Gets that one broken up. Oswego again. We know these 2 teams, they do not like each other, especially after some things. And you talk about stat padding and adding on at the end of games. And Oswego, they don't care. Now here's a chance out in front. Spiro makes a great save on the pad, but stuck back out in front again. And Spiro, wow! Tomas Spiro makes back-to-back saves. Talk about statements. Spiro just made one right there. It's not going to be as easy as you think for Oswego State. I don't know how he did that, but Tomas Spiro, let's see. If we got some time, maybe. Not sure. But if we can get a quick look, this one gets sent right down the ice. Here for this one, forget about it. Chance out in front. Spiro had to get it back on the rebound and got in front of it again. Great play from Tomas Spiro. Bounces it off near the Oswego bench. Sendeki, chance out in front for Rutgers. There's one on a great pad save from McAleer. McAleer keeps Oswego in the clear. And Rutgers bounces this back in off of his skate. Here's Dupuis. Dupuis looking, it's too high. Sullivan with a hat trick already. Sends us to DeVita. DeVita looking into the circle, works this in. Spiro makes a save on the pad again. Sullivan back over with DeVita. Chance in the slot, the McDavid spot. That one's wide. Back behind with Sullivan now. Stuffs this in outside the circle. Dupuis tried to save this one, but Jubron holds this into the defensive zone and slow things down. Works into the defensive zone. Albrecht sent that over. Now a chance at the top. Work behind. Scarlet Knights trying to play some defense here. Another shot, Spiro. There's a rebound cleared out by Rutgers. Jubron makes a move. Gets it into the circle. Jubron, that one is off the skates of Houlihan. Over with Kata. Kata missed a chance earlier in this game as well. Had a chance in front, but couldn't get a stick on it. Line change coming on for Rutgers. And now Oswego with Jubron out in front. Chance, shot, and Spiro takes it out of the sky. 17:50 in period number 2. 20-14 is your shot total in favor of Oswego State. Spiro, a great save with the glove. And that's been the calling card for Tomas Spiro. His ability to work with the glove has been just amazing to watch. And obviously we covered Rutgers this season, broadcast their home games. We got to see that a lot. Sent in Crawford, that one too high. Looking for Kata in the center, but that one broken back up again. Dorito, who scored in the first period as well, sends this away. Defensive zone work. Salins couldn't make anything happen there. Now Kata. Kata gets that broken up by Dorito. And Chang trying to keep this in. Does so, but it goes to the stick of Oswego. Looking for Dorito here. Just past him. At the top, sends this over. Shot over, and Spiro's able to make that save again. To have your netminder step up when you're down 5-0 is just great resolve for Rutgers. Under 17 minutes to go now. Crawford forced that one to go off of the boards there. And now it's sent into the corner. Duran. Back over Dorito. That one broken up. It's pushed down. Butchko playing some tough defense. Out behind the net. Chance out in front again, and that one is just behind Spiro. Spiro gets back up. Just caused enough disruption to make that one go awry. Jennings looking. Can't get down that one defensively. Again, we are here at LECOM Harborcenter, home of the Buffalo Junior Sabres. And actually, the Sabres play a game while this one's going on, too. They play the Rangers tonight out in their home arena here in Buffalo. I think we've got the better games here today. Oswego back with it with Crawford. Again, you see a 5-0 hockey game. Oswego kind of still showing that aggression. They killed the penalty very easily. Palfy, that one sent down. And an icing it will be. Just over 4 minutes have gone by, and if you've been watching this game, I think you're shocked that Oswego hasn't scored yet with the pace that they were at in the first period. This is a team that runs it up. They run up scores, they anchor down, and they do what they do. See if they feel like doing it again. Here in some NECHL playoff hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting in Hilliard. This one cleared back with Turner, and that one covered by McAleer. Again, Oswego is undefeated in this conference. Number 21 team in the nation. Yeah, they will be leaving the NECHL. Kind of works out for this conference, though, because they do get Buffalo back, and that one's just wide. Buffalo usually in these playoffs, but they not field a hockey team this season. They came back at the end of the year. They made their grand return, and a big body near the LECOM advertisement. This one taken back away. Teammates body into each other. That one sent in, and Dupuis just gets that one on the net. We will see Buffalo back again. So in a way, they replace Oswego. Kidder works his back behind himself, and that one just goes off of the body. Makarenko sent that shot in. Lifted up. Turner hands this one over to himself. Dupuis trying to work. Just sends this in to the corner. Couldn't set up a forecheck there. As Turner went down. Solovey. Makarenko now with it on that pass. That one lost. Now a chance. Solovey, good stick out. Wow. Good defensive play. Just diving in. Solovey ends up getting bodied himself as he tried to deliver one. Bounced off near the Rutgers bench, and another big body. The bodies hit the floor here at LECOM Harborcenter. And we've got some hits, and we've got some shoving and pushing. Makarenko talking to Turner. You have to imagine for Oswego, yes, you want to just focus on surviving and advancing, but they're looking for double digits. We all know what they're looking for. But Rutgers, again, 5-0. The game is very much not over. We thank you all for continuing to tune in here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting as we're back here with you. I'm John McCooch. My crew today, Andrew Sean, Colton Reynolds, Carlo Pascal, running some social operations for us as well. Big thank you to everybody involved in bringing us up to Buffalo, New York. Always want to make the trip to call some games here. Dorito working past the defense, but Gorman able to make a great play. However, Oswego still with it. That one just goes off. Jubron. That one just wide. Almost tipped in. It goes off of the body. It goes off of his body and tipped in. And Oswego adds on another goal. Jeremy Keys, let's see it. Jeremy Keys, it looked like it went off of his 40th point of the year. Just went off of, looked like his chest. There was no stick involved in that one as far as I could see. And Keys unlocks the net, 6-0. So here we go. Scoring opens back up for the Lakers. 22-16 is your shot advantage. It's interesting that the Lakers are a high-scoring team. They're just constantly pursuing a basketball score. Won't exactly hit 100. I don't think they ever will. Face off at center ice. Now with Kata. Kata back with it. Just sends this one in, trying to create a rebound. But Oswego back with it. Bodies into the boards now. Here comes Keys. Keys who just got a goal. Again, that's one of the weirder goals you'll see all season long. Spiro couldn't get out in front of it. It was a good block as well. Sent back in. Almost tipped in. Almost another goal for Oswego. Again, a big thing for this team, when they get a shutout, they're all about, that's an icing with no cake, they're all about this phrase, anchored down. They pursue shutouts. They pursue dominant victories. They pursue that constantly. It's what they do. It's who they are. The Sunnis, it's what they do. But obviously they've got the Lakers with the logo of an anchor. I don't know how that works, but it's what they do. They also have one of the cooler looks in college hockey. And now Kata, great bounce off of that one. And Kata trying to work here, sends a shot. It's just wide. Rebound chance, and they score. No, they don't. It goes behind the net. Almost a goal. Kata misses another chance. Kata back with it. It sat on that area between the goal and the net, behind it. Thought it might have went in the back of the net. Rutgers needs one here. Kata, that one goes off of McAleer. Stays in play, though. Back at the point, and Butchko, this one's offside for Rutgers. Oswego works back with it again. Palfi passes it behind him, but that one broken up by the Scarlet Knights. This one sits by the bench. Reagan looking, sends it behind him. With Werfel now. Werfel, the overtime hero, goes offside. 12:08 in period number 2. Again, thanks to you all for tuning in, sticking in. I know Oswego has a ton of support out there, as well as Rutgers, and a tough trip for any Rutgers Scarlet Knight faithful. So glad to provide this broadcast for anybody out there that's unable to make it here to Buffalo. Sullivan makes this pass again. Don't think I even mentioned it that much. Nolan Sullivan has a hat trick in this game. It's 3 goals. He scored in the first period. Hasn't got one yet in period number 2. Just outside the circle. Good body to break this up. Houlihan. The Lakers continuing to control possession of the puck. Crawford trying to get this into the corner. Saselka has it now for the Lakers. Alex Saselka was with it before. Now Albrecht. Werfel with it now. And another offside for Rutgers. It's almost back-to-back offensive possessions that they went offside. Rutgers again, still unable to score so far in this one. 6-0 is your score, with the Lakers in the lead. The thing about these Lakers, they didn't trade for Luka or anything. This is just the team they have. They've had this team all season long, and they've just continued and continued to be dominant. Whether that's the NECHL, even against other teams. I mean, they were undefeated in the NECHL, and that goes down as icing. They're an 18-7-3-2 hockey team. very good at home, 11-1-2. On the road, not as good at 7-9. They're under 500 at home. But when they play teams around here, when they play them on their home ice, they win. It's all they know how to do right now. And they're on a mission, and you can just feel that they're on this mission to dominate these playoffs. They've done it so far. Rutgers, though, all it takes is one goal for this team. They can get right back in it. This one is offside. You can't lose the faith if you're the Scarlet Knights. Again, this is your season, right? A lot of seniors potentially playing in some of their final games here for this Scarlet Knight program. Tomas Spiro, one of those guys, the netminder. Kata taking this one down the ice. Kata looking. Chance out in front again. Chang almost had one. Back at the point. There's a strike. Goes into the netminder. And back behind him now on a save. McAleer. Great move to send Chang into the boards without even using the body. Pass in front now. Great pass, great feed, and now Spiro's able to double tap the B button, dive down on it with 10:04. 6-0 is still your score. And for this Rutgers team, again, they had to play late into the night last night, try to get back here and come right back and make some goals happen. It is a tough thing to do if you're Rutgers. They've still shown plenty of resolve, though, during this game. Just hasn't led to offense just yet. But we'll see if Rutgers can get a goal. That one's taken away, a turnover now. That one just lifted right above the netting. That one goes out of play, and a souvenir it will be. Maybe Corolla should go down and get that puck. I saw a puck down there. We'll see. Andrew got a puck yesterday on social, but it seems that it's being taken back. Missing the green jacket. Oh, a good Samaritan, actually. She put it back in, sent it to the scorer's table. I don't know if I would have been such a good Samaritan. Andrew shook his head to my right. Happened all the time at Seton Hall softball when I used to call that back in the day, 2 years ago. There would always be a ball flying around, but you had to give it back. You always had to give the softball back, and no one ever didn't comply, but I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't. Sek looking, takes some bodies. Reagan slaps this down. This will get sent into the corner. Speaking of giving those back, UConn, University of Connecticut Huskies, as this one goes down all the way, they actually have a ball deposit where you can put it in a tube, and it gets all the way back to the dugout. It's an ingenious invention. Ingenious. This one goes out into the neutral zone, and Jennings couldn't keep it in to the offensive zone. Buffalo actually had the first electrical street light. So when you talk about inventions, it's what they did. Werfel looking back in. Can't get that one cleanly on the stick from Reagan. And more pushing on the back end. DeVita just went past him. Harrison Albrecht. That one stick down. Almost a chance for Rutgers. And Oswego kind of feel a moment coming here. Siselka sends this one across the ice. There's a shot. That one deflected. They get a good look, but no goal there. Back over, and that one just gets past Dupuis. Good way to tip it in. A big body over towards Sullivan. Gibran looking, sends that in, and that one was out in front, but just couldn't get that pass near enough to the crease. They can finish the job. Back over. McAleer will get the oven mitt down on it, and that will stop things for a moment. With 7:54 remaining in period number 2. Canisius and RIT waiting with angst in the wings for this one. This game started 35-40 minutes late due to the game beforehand. We had some high school championships, so we got to actually watch a couple of those games here before. That was fun. Now a chance out in front, looking for their first goal of the game, the Scarlet Knights, but McAleer able to stand strong. Rutgers saw great goaltending performances all season long, and in the playoffs they did as well. Mike Bucinich had almost 60 saves in the last game. They were able to win that, though, against TCNJ. McAleer pitching a shutout so far. A clean sheet, if you will. Palfy now in the corner, looking out in front. Palfy with it again. And that one sent high and off a body. Palfy back, now behind the net. They are looking somewhere to go. Jubron back at the top. He makes a move. Cross ice pass. There's a shot outside the circle. Almost tipped in. Spiro's able to get down on it. Goes past them and they score! Oswego adds goal number 7. Let's see that goal from Ryan Durand. And Spiro made great efforts to try to get this puck out of there, but you could feel it coming for Oswego. And just out in front, Spiro had to make a great move, but couldn't get on it. 5th goal of the year for Ryan Durand, the Syracuse native, not too far from here. 7:02 left in period number 2, a big body over to Keys as well. Still no penalties as well. We came into this period with a penalty, but none since Nissan Garachi. That one is just set up into the sky and out of play. .650 left in period number 2. 25-19 is your shot total. And Oswego State, 7 goals. If you look at the Zamboni, number 7 means a lot. Kata sends a shot in. That one's wide. Just bouncing off the boards here. Chang trying to disrupt. Chang looking. He cut me in line for T today. There's Chang. This one lifted up. Albrecht. It's all good. Don't worry about that one. Now a chance. Again for Oswego. Looking. Had it in front, but just got out of it. Backed out and created more space. Now another shot. Spiro makes a great save, and what a clear for Rutgers. Rutgers still fighting for their playoff lives. Kata. That one's wide, and McAleer will glove it. Michael Chang. Apologize. Didn't mean to out you out like that. 7-0 is your score. It still remains. 6:06 remain in period number 2. Smargon will center the puck for the Scarlet Knights. Face off to the left of the netminder. In the neutral zone now, Smargon crossing the blue line. Looking, that one's wide. The Lakers trying to work again. Albrecht back with it. Near the bench of Oswego, a stick fell down. Trying to work past, and that will be a whistle blown, delayed offside. Here with 5:36 left in the second. .536 for these Lakers who are looking to advance to the championship. Goes the way of Rutgers. Werfel looking for it. Crossing with Reagan. Reagan sends that one. That goes on the pads. Werfel on a rebound chance. Deflected again. Out in front again. No. The Scarlet Knights have had chances, but McAleer has stood strong. Now going back the other way. Albrecht in the defensive zone. This one off the boarding. Just too far from the stick of Sek. Under 5 minutes to go now. And again, Oswego had some rough patches when they stopped playing NECHL play. You still see how good they were. They lost 2 games to end the regular season to Syracuse, but now here comes Kidder. Kidder sends a pass in. That one just goes off. Isan Garachi made that play. That one almost tipped in. Oswego aspiring for double digits in this game. in front of Spiro. Spiro's able to get down and make a save. He corralled it with a stick, got on it with the glove, and what a save for Tomas Spiro. Going spider mode for that one. Seven to nothing. And thank you, despite the score, still 99 people in this stream. Appreciate everyone tuning in on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Yeah, we still have another game on our slate, so make sure to stick around and tune in. Got you updated on socials as well and all that great stuff. I'm John McCooch, thankful to be here with you for the journey between Rutgers and Oswego. Looking to center the puck now. Thomas Hilliard. The Congers New York native. Pass behind him now. Moravy. This one goes past. And out behind McAleer, who wears that number 1. Seen that become a popular goaltender number. Duran, this one just lifted up by him, who scored earlier. Oswego trying to set up another play for them. Moravy. He's on his knees now. This one taken away. Rutgers still looking for their first goal of the game. This one broken up. And an icing it will be. Here with 3:44. And we've got some curriculars. Nothing comes out of it, at least that we saw at the end of period number 1, where they were chatting and chatting. This period going a bit slower than what we saw in the first. Goals came a lot quicker. Again, Oswego opened up the scoring with just 16 seconds of game time going past. And you immediately could kind of feel how this game was going to go when you saw that goal go through. Again, a team that had to kind of sit here for a bit. That one dangerous off of Spiro. The net gets dislodged. Gorman went all the way into it. And that net came right off of its moorings. With 3:24 here in Buffalo, New York, the Queen City. And I was wondering why it was called the Queen City. There's a lot of cities called the Queen City. It's because, well, you have New York City and Buffalo, the second largest city. So they're the queen of New York, they say. But they are the king of the wing. Got to give them credit for that. Well, it's the city of good neighbors, but Scarlet Knights and Oswego, they definitely have not treated each other like their neighbor. Cross-state rivalry. Really everybody. Rutgers, the last Jersey team remaining in this one. Canisius and RIT, both New York. The R in RIT stands for Rochester, if you didn't know. There will be a penalty as well. Penalty will go against the Lakers. Makarenko. These Lakers don't commit fouls, they commit penalties. 3 minutes remain in period number 2. Albrecht works it back behind him. Sek with it near the corner. As Sek tries to slow things down the defensive zone, and the Scarlet Knights setting up a play here. Dorito back with it. And again, despite the score line, in some games in the regular season, you can kind of see teams fall down a bit. For Rutgers, it has to be 0-0. They still have a chance to come back, win this game, and survive. It's their playoff lives on the line, their whole season. Everything they've worked for, but now a great takeaway. Oswego working back, and that, what a diving play! Harrison Albrecht keeping his team alive. This one from Reagan just goes off a defender. Reagan to Werfel. Rutgers needs a hero. Who will it be? Who will get things started for the Scarlet Knights, if anybody? Palfy takes a big hit into the boards of the Rutgers bench. And I'm sure they're chatting, and I'm sure we'll get that whistle and a boarding. And now we've got some hands in the face. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Palfy Holding his hand up to his ear. Maybe a little "I can't hear you." And some chatter we have. Some chat out, if you will. 2 minutes exactly left, but there is no warning. I guess that was effectively the 2-minute warning. As we look forward, here with 2 minutes left, you have RIT and Canisius coming up. Canisius comes in at 16-5-1 on the year. A very solid team. The clear number 2, Rochester Institute of Technology, RIT, comes in at 7-17. But they were able to steal that 3 seed from Rutgers after a 2-game stretch where Rutgers lost to RIT. Really a battle for that 3 seed. And the right to survive to Canisius. What a move and what a goal! Oh my goodness! Ryan Salins with goal number 2 of the day. And he's got double-digit goals on the season. That's number 10. Let's see it. Spiro couldn't do much about this one. Much ado about nothing here. Took it right on the face-off, made his move, weave back in, and what a moment. Number 8 for Oswego. Salins with number 2. So another Hattie watch for Oswego. I've already got Nolan Sullivan with a hat trick in the first period. Jubron has to work this back into the defensive zone. 1:35 it remains. Comes Keys. That one goes off of Smargon. And Dupuis will bounce this over. Smargon looking. Takes it. But again faces pressure and pressure. Griffin Sarver in there. Dupuis gets that taken away, and we've got a whistle. And we might have another penalty. It seems we do. We may have interference. So to the box they go. We've already got a penalty. So despite the fact that it's an 8-0 game, we still get the blessing. We still get the gift. That is 4-on-4 hockey after that penalty. We'll also be calling the Jersey Pro League in the summer. And if memory serves me right, they play 4-on-4 hockey the whole game. So they get to play their players in space and another oohs and ahs. So we got about a minute left of 4-on-4. That will most likely bleed into the next period. We've got under a minute to go. Harrison Albrecht looking to his left, sends that one over. Butchko gets bodied, but he holds onto the puck now, taken back away. Here's Renzoni. Renzoni sends a strike off of Spiro. Spiro gets in front of that one, makes a save. Big body again. Now Kata trying to work the other way. Oswego still applying that pressure. But now Kata has it himself with 34 seconds. Gets that broken up by DeVita. He comes off for a change. Body over there. Glove comes off for an Oswego State player. Working past the blue line. Now here he comes. Sullivan, who's got a hat trick already. That one goes off of the post. Almost had goal number 4. Would have been fantastic. Working in high slot. There's a shot. No, now a rebound chance over. And what a save again. That one goes wide. Can't get that into the crease. Jennings keeps us in on the point. That one's set inside and behind now. And that will expire period number 2. 8-0 is your score. Well, Oswego heading into this game scored about 4.5 goals a game. Got about 4 in each period. 8-0. Rutgers losing this one as Oswego State, number 21 team. And again, we're waiting for some extracurriculars this time, and none this time around. The number 21 team, Division I ACHA, holding on to an 8-0 lead, and they are 20 minutes away from a berth to the final to play the winner of Canisius and RIT. But there's still 20 minutes, and you've still got to play them, so make sure to keep tuned to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We will be right back in just a few moments here on BSB. Thank you to our great leader, Carolo Pascal, for setting up this trip for us here in Buffalo, New York, as he's working on some social media things of that nature. Here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, we're back in this 8-0 hockey game. Yes, you heard me right. 8-0 Oswego State leads the Rutgers Scarlet Knights on Juan Soto Day after he hits a home run in his first at-bat in spring training. Buffalo, New York, LECOM Harborcenter. 8-0 is your score. Oswego State ready to take a trip to the semifinals. Here in this one, we've got goals galore. We've got Nolan Sullivan with 3. We've got Jeremy Keys, who scored 1 off of his chest. Ryan Salins has 2. Ryan Duran has 1 as well. Zach Dorito tagged in a goal as well with the backhand on a rebound earlier in the first period. And the players come back to the ice. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights 20 minutes away from their season potentially being over unless they pull off some Scarlet Knight magic and pull off the miracle in Buffalo here against the Oswego State Lakers, the number 1 team in the NECHL, number 21 in the entire nation. As they hear the bells from down below, 20 minutes until Oswego State can clinch a date with either RIT or Canisius, and I'm sure that date will not end well for someone. It will not lead to something great here. But we've got 20 minutes of greatness coming up for Oswego State and Rutgers. We've seen chippiness all game long. We've seen it all. Pushing, shoving, hockey curriculars. It's part of the state curriculum here in Buffalo, New York. We'll also start with a penalty here in this one as well for you here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. See, Oswego State again, you talk about a 17-2 game they played against this team. Can't be shocking to a lot of people how dominant these anchors have been. These Lakers anchoring down as we get a face-off for the final 20 minutes of action. Rutgers coming off of an overtime victory against TCNJ in the Battle of New Jersey. But they make the trip to New York. They play the best team, arguably, in the state in M1. Oswego. Back into the neutral zone. Reagan. This one goes off the stick of Hilliard, and we'll get a whistle. I apologize to all my Yankees fans for shouting out Juan Soto. Just kidding, I don't. 1943 in the first period. Face-off will come right in front of us, and our cameraman, Colton Reynolds, to our left. Again, 8-0 hockey game. You have to have a bit of fun. Here in this one, as Dorito had a spicy goal earlier. Takes a face-off and centers it. Now Werfel, who was the overtime hero in double overtime yesterday. Rutgers has been unable to get anything going offensively in terms of goal scoring. They do have 21 shots to Oswego's 29. Reagan crossing the blue line. That one gets tipped and back to center ice with the captain, Harrison Albright. Work towards the right side. Hilliard now back in the neutral zone as Dorito goes over towards Spiro. And Rutgers will get a chance to reset. Just about a minute gone left in period number 3. And a body over. Solovi delivered that damage. No whistle blown. And a body, but a shot. Spiro makes a save with a padding. Worked into the neutral zone now. Rutgers does not have numbers, so they dump and try to work something in. Werfel causing some disruption. Goes into the corner near the Canisius wording with 18:35 left to go. Game number 1 of our doubleheader here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, and the ref takes a body. He's all good. Don't worry. That was hockey. Solovi back over outside the circle now. Rutgers looking. Jennings sends that one in, and it goes off with a stick. No, says McAleer with 18-12. The official took the biggest hit of the night. It looked like we got an apology as well. Talking a bit in that corner, saying, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you, buddy. I'm sure the official's also saying, no, I was in your way. It's okay. Chang will center the puck for Rutgers. What a story for this Oswego State team. Announced they were leaving a conference. Now there's a chance. High slot. And that one goes off of Spiro. Again, a lot of the times, teams that are the number 1 seed, teams that do go undefeated in their conference play, you can see a lot of moments where they kind of take their foot off the gas, and there's a shot in. They make my statement for me. They're not taking their foot off the gas whatsoever, even though they're up 8-0. Cardi sends that one in. It's deflected. Roshan Nissan Garachi will try to clear this, and he does. Goes back the other way, and we will get that whistle. Not sure if we had a substitution mishap, but Spiro, might have been a Spiro issue as well. He takes his helmet off. The mask comes off. Again, thank you to everyone sticking around here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We're not too far away from Canisius and RIT, which we expect to be a much closer contest, don't worry. 17:31 left in this game. Those two teams did play each other. They split. And obviously, if you look at the series between these two teams, a major differential in those games. 11-4 and 17-2. Shot over towards Spiro. Rebound chance for the Lakers out in front. No, deflected again. What a diving play. Rutgers has not lain down. Dupuis taking this back the other way. Working into the neutral zone near the benches now. Dumped into the corner. Dupuis still skating hard. And Cardi will just flick this over to his left. The Lakers. Big move. Trying to work. Jubron gets poked back. Gets forced back into his defensive zone. That one then goes off of Connor Reagan. Connor Reagan, the star. The freshman star delivers a body. No call on that one. Just hockey. Just puck. And Reagan sends us into the corner. McAleer. Rutgers trying to work off the forecheck here. And this one sits with Jubron in the corner. Cardi. That being Matthew Cardi. And another big body from Reagan. Reagan, the menace, working through. We'll call him the pest even. 16-12. Back over with Keys. Jeremy Keys looking. Sent it back to Palfy. Palfy looking back to Keys. That one too wide. Out in the corner, near the Canisius wording. Working on Spiro now. Chance in front. That one just can't get off the stick too well, and it ends up being wide. Now in the corner, back over. Rutgers trying to reset. Houlihan back over to Solo V. Solo V surveying and looking. Facing pressure. Gets it taken away. The Lakers trying to get goal number 9. That one just too high. Is patient number 9 still awaiting. In the corner, near the official. Watch out. Don't get hit again. Palfy looking for this puck with his skates. 3 Scarlet Knights, 2 Lakers. Back in, and it will end up offside if Oswego wanted to touch it. They don't, obviously. And now the Scarlet Knights working in the neutral zone. Great defense from Oswego. Out in the corner. Back behind them. Duran, who got a goal earlier. Now this one almost taken away. Big body again, Palfy. And the hits keep coming. 2 Scarlet Knights hit each other as this puck goes into the bench. Friendly fire. And now we've got some pushing. And it's part of the standardized testing of hockey. Doesn't lead to much else. Discussions and discussions. For Rutgers, what a season for them. Picked up a lot of big wins against rivals. 9-10, 1-2 on the year. Unless we get anything major changing, they'll be 9-11, 1-2 on the year after this one. And even just for them to come into Buffalo, New York, and take down that rival of theirs, TCNJ, not much else you can say about them and their performance and what they've been able to do. But now it looks like we're getting a bit of a timeout here as well, as the officials will stay right next to Carolo Pascal, right in front of him, as he just kind of stands there awkwardly, not knowing what to do. And the fans just want to go home, I guess. 15:02, 8-0 is your score. You know, a statement was made. They said it's just club hockey. Club hockey is college hockey. These guys play hard. Sure, they don't have that 4-letter acronym in front of them, but these people in this sport just commit themselves to it so much. I mean, again, for Rutgers and TCNJ to make the trip all the way up to Buffalo, New York, basically Toronto, almost another country. It's college hockey. Work behind here in this playoff game of this semifinal, 15 minutes away. Body lane, 14:50. And an icing it will be. 14:44, this 8-0 game. Nice shot of the official, Cole. I like that one. Puck will be centered to the left of Tomas Spiro. Makarenko will get things going for Oswego. He's able to get that face off, and Spiro's got to come out and make a pad save. Now at the point. That one sent in. Spiro, that one cleared though, almost. Now back in front of Spiro. He goes through his legs, but goes the other way. If there's a moment you actually wanted to go 5-hole the netminder, it was that moment because it led to no goal. And that one goes up by us. Watch out. Almost next to me. We're all good. That would have been funny. It wasn't that close. It really wasn't. However, if it did come our way, I would have caught it. Okay? I've had a couple souvenirs for fans here. Just make sure a puck doesn't hit our fairly expensive equipment. That's all I care about. Big hit, but now Oswego working, and that pass too far. Sits in the corner now with 14:09. Sek waiting in the circle. And now it's in the neutral zone for the Lakers. Sullivan, who's got a hattie, looking, sends us across, and another souvenir for the faithful. We'll go down to retrieve it. Now, will they give it back? That is the question. Will they give the puck back? It looks like, and absolutely not. Taking it themselves. That puck is mine, they say. It doesn't seem like there's any regulation saying you have to give it back. So why not? Makarenko hands this down to himself. Looking in front, that one pretty wide. Werfel trying to deliver some damage here. Defensively, 13:37, bouncing off Reese. Maybe the first time we've seen Reese today. Now Askin looking. That one goes over towards the bench of Oswego. Solovi. Kiever. This over. Again, Rutgers trying to disrupt things here. Makarenko. That's a shot. It goes off of Spiro. Kata has it now. Might be a 2-on-2, but that one easily cleared from Oswego. 7 minutes have now expired here in period number 3. The Scarlet Knights down 8-0 against Oswego State. With under 13 minutes left to go. In this semifinal matchup, the number 1 seed and the 4 seed. The number 1 seed currently dominating their competition. Houlihan over to the captain Albrecht. Off of Dupuis now. Sends that pass behind him. Back to Dupuis. Past the blue line. Dupuis looking in. Sends that one. Takes some pressure. Tries to send that pass behind him. Can't find anyone. Now it's back over. Here he is. Sending one in. No one to center. And retrieving this is Albrecht. Passing behind him. Dupuis waits for the onside position, but not in time was the onside situation. Palfy over towards their own circle. Oswego still searching for double digits here against Rutgers. They've done it twice this season against them already. Will they do it again? That one wide of Spiro. Kata trying to disrupt this one here for Rutgers, but Gilbert able to hold on. Palfy and Gilbert Kaliba. Palfy takes it, working way outside and can't find anyone across. Crawford looking, sends this into dump. Palfy back behind the net. Now in the corner it sits. Gilbert will just put this back in as well and force it into the offensive zone. But again, at this point, you just worry about expiring the clock. Moravi will send this away. Solovi near the bench of Oswego. Back over. Smargon loses his stick. The stick is lost. Almost a moment, but the stick was lost. Got it right back, though. Dorito just in front, and that will lead to offside with Salins and Dorito miscommunicating there. So 10:58 remain until Oswego will move on, most likely, to the championship game. I guess Mr. Keys' family is in the attendance here, telling him to be nice. I don't know if he's going to listen to that one, though. I have a feeling Jeremy is not going to listen to be nice. But we will see. That one wide of Spiro. And Jeremy's not being nice. He disrupts that one. Facing in with Salins. Keys looking. This one in front, Nissan Garachi. Heading down the ice, crossing the blue line, sends that shot in, it's wide. And that one goes past the stick of Solovi. Crossing with Dorito. Dorito sends a shot in. Now a chance on the rebound again. But doesn't take a shot. No one there for it. And now Roshan Nissan Garachi. Nissan Garachi heading down. He'll dump this in, send it, and it will be gloved. The netminder will keep it in. Oswego. They love the shutout as Gilbert sends it in. Spiro trying to work on the rebound, and he does. He double taps the B button and dives down. 9:58. Remaining in this one, under 10 minutes to go. That one just wide of the cage. Dumped in. Worked that one, but can't find anyone just in between the two teammates he was looking for. Big hit into the corner. And Kata's not being nice. Hilliard looking high slot. That one saved. McAleer. 36-24 is your shot total. Oswego dominant again. This time defensively with their netminder, who's been phenomenal all season long. Kept on side, and Hilliard looking. No one there to get it. This third period, still 8-0. We've had the same score. Rutgers has had their shields up, but the offense has seemed to disappear here in this game. Into the corner, and a big body just kind of delivering the body wherever you can at this point. Gilbert looking, sent into the circle. And that one a high slot shot, and he scores! Now that's nasty. 9-0. Bailey doused. No doused about that one. Let's see it. Just an absolute bottle-popping shot for Oswego State. And just kind of found him. Rutgers sagging off a bit. And wow. It's always demoralizing when you force the netminder to fix his bottle. And they're looking for 10 goals now. 9-0 is your score. Spiro will put the oven mitt down on that one and stop the fire. 9-0. As Bailey Doused scores that one. Third goal of the season. And it comes in a big-time game as they look to advance to the final. Shot sent in almost, and a big-time hit. Looked like it went off of Scarlet Knight. He's down. See if he gets back up. It looks like he will. Albrecht, that is. Albrecht trying to work back up as Oswego looking back in. Here's Matthew Carty trying to send this one over too far of Gibran. Circle Chance looking in, and that one goes off the shoulder of Spiro. And Albrecht looks like he'll come off. Stayed on the ice, but he is struggling to get back, and his teammates will help him out there. We haven't seen Turner as well. Jack Turner looked like he was dealing with a shoulder issue. Came out for a shift in the second, but went to the locker room. I haven't seen him on the bench either. Our social media representative, Carollo Pascal, said he did see him in some serious pain with that shoulder. Hope he's all right. But again, in this scoring situation, if you're hurt, no need to come back in. Dupuis working around, winding in. Again, Oswego, the anchor down phrase has not been more true than today against Rutgers. No goals for the Scarlet Knights. 9-0 is your score here at LECOM Harborcenter in Buffalo, New York. The Lakers, that one tipped over. Doused, looking for goal number 2. Looking to send a pass as well, sends that in front, and Spiro slides in front and makes a save. Solovi, that one poked out. And a big blast right in front of Carollo, and an extra blast as well, and a whistle again, and we will get that penalty. And we've got a stick fight. We've got pushing and shoving. Cole, go to the left. Saw something there. They were battling with their sticks. That was something else. All right, we'll see what happens. I saw the thumb go back behind. I don't know if that's a penalty or a ejection. Looks like it is. They will send Kidder off. Nick Kidder has been removed from the contest. Jennings trying to figure out the situation. So we'll see how that penalty gets taken as well. So a 5-minute, if it stands like that, 5-minute penalty on Nick Kidder. Awaiting more information as both teams try to figure things out here as the game effectively is over. You never want to say that, but at this point it is. It was made famous to never declare the game over. I believe it was a Jets playoff game. The announcer said the Jets are moving on to in the playoffs. And the Jets didn't move on to the playoffs. We'll just say it like that. 9-0. We've got some ejections. This game has it all, except the Rutgers goal. 5-minute penalty it will be, going against Kidder. And again, in a game that is almost finished being written, and with a game later today as well, have to imagine that they want to get a move on things as soon as possible. Looks like it will be a 5-on-4 after the 5-minute penalty. And you know what opportunity this creates if Rutgers commits a penalty? A very long 4-on-4, which I love. Maybe I'll call it here. If I'm Rutgers, maybe I'll commit a penalty on purpose just because they know I'm here. 5-on-4, the Scarlet Knights. With 7:26 left in period number 3. Just over 7 minutes away from their season potentially ending here. This one bounced off as Oswego will look to clear. And for Oswego, they haven't had to use it much today, but their penalty kill is outstanding. 80% of the time they kill penalties. It's unbelievable sometimes what some of these teams are able to put up statistically, and that's a big one for Oswego and a reason why they're able to win so much. A lot of teams live and die by their power play. Rutgers having been one of those teams at points this season. But that whole aspect of, okay, we'll draw penalties, we have a good power play, doesn't matter when you play a team like Oswego that has such an outstanding power play killing situation. That one in the crease, but can't get tipped in. My statement almost didn't stand. Oswego trying to play defense now. And the Scarlet Knights looking for a goal. 5-minute, if you imagine it's a major, if he got ejected, this penalty also would not expire if Rutgers does score a goal. So if there's a time for magic, it's now. 3:50 left in the penalty, 6:15 left in this game. Jennings working through, going past. Again, Nick Kidder has been ejected from this contest as he gets an early shower. And Oswego, a short trip back home. Working. 2-on-1. It's co-op time. DeVito working through. Can't go by Spiro. Great way to recover defensively. Rutgers forcing that to become a 2-on-2. Oswego moments away. Back over with the Lakers. Now defensively. And this one just held on to as time continues to expire. Here in this one. Hello, Uncle Mike. 5:29 left in this one. 9-0. It still remains Max Werfel trying to play some offense, but again, Oswego, you can see just how effective they are killing penalties, the composure that they have in these situations. It's what you want to see. If you're an Oswego fan, of course, and as you look towards a potential date with Canisius, the higher seed in that matchup against RIT that we'll have after this game. Again, we're not sure exactly what time that will be. If I could take a guess, maybe 7:15. Hopefully earlier if they can get that done, but still have to do an ice cut and warm-ups and such. So could just call it 7 o'clock. Butchko working high slots into shot. No rebound there. Butchko taking a big shot in this penalty. 2 minutes remaining in the major. Nick Kidder was ejected. 4:23, and Oswego looking to win the NECHL in the final tomorrow if they can. 4:17. Oswego, when you look at predictions and thoughts and everything about who would win this game, who'd win the NECHL, on paper, Oswego's a heavy favorite when you talk about that. And this is a statement that proves that they should be a heavy favorite in that. You take down a team that has had the moments that Rutgers has had this season, that fought hard with TCNJ yesterday, and they just go out and flat out dominate with 1:30 left on the penalty. Butchko. Outside in the circle, there's a shot, and that one sits in the crease but cleared back out. Kata off the boards with Sendeki. Smargon trying to chase that. Dupuis looking for Rutgers, and this one just sent away and cleared. Looks like Dorito got in there. Zach Dorito has a goal, and now a big clear in this penalty. Just over a minute remaining now in this penalty. Again, not a lot of offense here for Rutgers, and you see the penalty kill for Oswego. It's poetic for them because the reason that they're winning this game isn't because of that, but the reason they've been dominant this season, they have to go out and use it at the end of this game. 3:10 now. Kiefer holding on. Pitching a shutout are the Oswego State Lakers. Thomas McAleer. Under 3 minutes. 26 save night for their netminder. And made a good number of good saves. Hadn't had to face a ton of pressure. Was effective. Great positioning as well for him. Having a good netminder is important. You can have the best offense in the world, but goaltending is very important, especially in postseason play. Oswego has that. Reagan sends that one. It goes in between some legs, and now there might be open space. Just couldn't get that one cleared. Keys comes back on. Keys served the penalty. He will switch. Palfy looking for teammates. Rutgers trying to clear. And a body lane. Jennings looking as the formalities of the final 2 minutes. That one in the crease, but no one there to finish the job. Lifted. Salins, high slot. There's a shot, almost tipped back in. Salins looking towards the point. He makes that pass. That one set and deflected by Rutgers. 1:45, and you have to imagine Oswego wants that double digit. And we've got pushing and shoving and players. But that one ends quickly. Alex Sek almost makes a big-time move, but faces a body. Oswego State, moments away from getting back to the final. Jennings, that one stick down. Taken away almost by Solovey. Solovey applying that body pressure. And a big hit again. Unstoppable force meets a movable object was that hit right there. As we approach the minute mark here at LECOM Harborcenter, Buffalo, New York. Thank you to everybody tuning in here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We appreciate it more than we can ever express. It's a big hit right next to Rolo. We appreciate it. We hope you also stick around for some great hockey with Canisius and RIT. Lifted, doused. Tries to get that in front, can't find him. But they keep it in the offensive zone with Smargon trying to get that out. They do. 30 seconds. Oswego State with a fantastic performance over Rutgers. Legendary, if you will say. 9-0, your scoreline. They'll hold on for the final few moments. Canisius waiting right behind them. And now here they come with 5 seconds. Maybe looking for goal number 10. Sends a strike. Whistle blown offside. Makarenko takes a hit from Nissan Garachi. 4 seconds. 9-0 is your score. Next face-off will likely be a formality. Oswego State heading back to the final. And there wasn't much to really have bated breath about. They scored with 16 seconds into the first period. They immediately struck and struck and struck. And Rutgers came out flat after staying up late last night, double overtime against TCNJ, and Oswego took advantage, and that they did. Oswego State is heading to the final in the NECHL Playoffs. The Lakers are moving on. 9-0 is your final. Hugs for Tomas Spiro on the other side. As the Rutgers, that's a good moment because Spiro has been such a force for them all season long, and in his final game in a Scarlet Knight uniform, his teammates appreciate him and what he's been able to do for this program. Tomas Spiro, not his best night, but that doesn't matter when you look back on everything. He's made save after save in his career. Gets the appreciation of his teammates, and that's what matters. Rutgers outclassed on paper, but they fought till the very end. Weren't able to get a goal on the scoreline, but they fought, and that they absolutely did. Oswego is moving on, though, to take on the winner of our next game here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. RIT taking on Canisius. 9 goals for Oswego State. A hat trick for Nolan Sullivan. Jeremy Keys gets a goal. Ryan Salins gets 2. Ryan Durand and Bailey Doust get 1. Zach Dorito as well. Not much to complain about if you're an Oswego fan. They anchored down. They found a way to get the shutout. And they found a way to move on to the final. We've still got another 60 minutes of hockey, so make sure to stick around here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We've got another game, RIT, taking on Canisius. I'm John McCooch. Andrew Sean, Carrillo Pascal, Colin Reynolds for this one. We've still got another game, but Oswego State heading on to the final in the NECHL Playoffs. What a moment, what a performance, and the Lakers will move on to the NECHL. As they celebrate with their fans, they appreciate everything they've done. McAleer, the netminder with a shutout. And that they did. But they still have work to do. They have a final to play tomorrow at 11:30. And we've got work to do. We've got another game to broadcast. So make sure to stick around for that one. But that'll do it for this broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody really appreciate everything. Taking the time out of your day to tune in to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCooch, here joined for you for this journey between Oswego and Rutgers. It ends 9-0 in favor of the Lakers. But that'll do it. And we will see you another time.